All right. As I said yesterday, I'm going to start the streams a little earlier. That might not mean that I'm going to really be here this first 45 minutes. It's just in case we did get something at this 7:30 a.m. window, I could execute it live on stream. Um, but this first part is not really the start of the stream, so I'm going to put some text here and I'm going to say, like, so I'm going to say 7:30 to 8:30 EST window. Um, what do I even call it? Like specifically, it's gonna be this window of time is not like I'm not actively analyzing charting. I'm just gonna be live, uh, just in case. Stream will start it live just in case a Alright, so that's basically just a little note. So if anyone is wondering why I'm live, that's why. But yeah, I'm gonna get out 7:30 here. And yeah, the stream will start at 8:30 Eastern. And then I mean, actually, now that we're looking at this, now that we mention it, we did form 7:30, and we do have this fair value gap here. Could this actually be opportunity? Honestly, maybe, right? Because we would be inducing this low. This is exactly why I wanted to get on the charts, just in case, right? Because it's the same thing that happened yesterday, and I'm sick of these setups happening at 7:30 when I'm not on the charts yet. So, whoops. So, honestly, guys, there might actually be a setup. I kind of just started the stream. I was not expecting anything, but it's possible. I want to see how we react off of this low. Then again, I think maybe we have RTH gaps below. So this is we're gonna have to do some more analysis. Oh, but you know what? We will form an RTH gap to the upside. Yeah, we will form an RTH gap to the upside, so we will close lower. But the most recent new RTH gap that will form to the upside. What a Javier. Yeah, this first little hour, I'm not. The stream hasn't really started yet. It's just in case there is a setup because, dude, I've seen too many setups happen in this beginning hour. So I'm probably gonna step away from the charts in just a bit, and then I'll start the stream at 8:30. But um, the reason I'm still talking is because it's very possible that we actually have a 2022 model to the upside. Um, this is going to be a newly formed RTH gap. And did we sweep out lows? Yeah, we literally swept out lows into the void. Oh, maybe. So maybe actually we will get this. I'm actually very glad that I started the stream when I did. Yeah, man, this is one that I just think you just gotta take. If we got this, I just take it. Because RTH gap will form to the upside. Yeah, exactly. Just because I've seen too many setups happen in the early hours that are like A plus, like this. I mean, I think this is pretty good. Right? I mean, I'm not gonna call this A plus yet, but like this, we swept out lows into the void. This is the exact reason that I wanted to be on the charts, just in case we got something like this. Check DM when you get a chance. Okay. Yeah, let's lock in. I think this could be the entry for the entire day, in all honesty. We are also, keep in mind, we're also below midnight, right? We're below midnight. We're below true week open. So, let's actually draw all those things out. Alright, this could get real good real fast. So here's true week open. I'm actually thinking about taking this. This is not bad at all. And then midnight. Where's midnight? This is the exact reason I want to get on the charts this early, because these setups keep happening in the early AM, right after 7:30. We have 752 formed as well. So yeah, we're below that as well. Yeah, so if we rebalance to equilibrium, that's the move. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare to take this. This is the exact reason I got on the charts, just in case. So 752. And then yeah, we're below everything. We're below every single true open right now. So this could be a very, very nice 2022 model on the 5-minute. This is the exact reason why I got on the charts, because I knew like this is the type of thing that could happen in the morning, in the 7:30 hours. Yo, what up, D Trader? You're in sell too. I'm not in sell. I'm not in a sell. um, but yeah, what up, guys? So you guys get why I'm going live this early, right? Because I'm not. This stream's not really supposed to be started yet, but I am charting this up because I think this could be a 2022 model. So normally in this first hour, I'm gonna be stepped away from the screen. That's my new plan. Is this first hour is just gonna be like, just to be in case, just to chart it up. But I actually think that there could be a 2022 model here on the 5-minute. So we're watching this. So like, yeah, we're definitely below every true open. Oh yeah, I still need to log in. And this is the exact kind of trade that I want to take for the apexes, because I'm gonna need some higher RR trades to um, what the heck? I think it executed a trade on my apexes that I didn't approve of. What the heck? Oh my, are you serious? That's what? I did not enter a trade. I didn't even enter a trade. And the accounts are down. What? Oh my gosh. That's upsetting. Okay. Well, I guess that's not in my control, so it's fine. I don't know what happened. I did not even take a trade there. The Apex accounts are down about like 1 unit of risk. Look, they're down in about 1 unit of risk. I didn't have any trades. I didn't lose a trade yesterday, so I'm guessing it just an old limit order got filled, which is not ideal because yeah, that's not good. Because that means I only got two opportunities left. But you know what? I'm yeah, it's fine. If anything, it just means I gotta lock in more. So, all right. Okay, so um. See, I gotta also log into the Tradeify account as well. Yeah, it's kind of stupid, but I guess I just messed up. That's my fault. That is my fault. I take full accountability because apparently I must have left a limit order. That's why I have the daily loss limits though, because what that means is like as long as I have daily loss limits in place, those daily loss limits are gonna prevent the accounts from getting blown. Need to go to work. Have a nice day. Sounds good. Talk to you later. Um, but yeah, that's exactly why you have daily loss limits, so that can't ever happen. So once again, this I forgot to keep the text up. This first hour, this does ICT really work? Well, if I mean, in my opinion, yes. I mean, it's kind of just common sense to me, right? If you really think about what's going on, there's going to be stop losses above old highs, below old lows. The market's going to seek to run through old highs and old lows to create as much panic as possible. I mean, to me, it's just common sense. Uh, you're just gonna have to back test it for yourself and see if it's like it's something you're gonna have to figure out for yourself. But yes, yes, ICT is real, bro, 100%. Okay, so yeah, Isn't that just from the order book? I don't know what you're asking. Isn't what just from the order book? Alright, I will be putting limit order in place. Um, oh wow, wait. Is the volatility... Oh, what the... Yeah, exactly. The liquidity's everywhere, not just above all highs and the lows. 100%. I 100% agree. So I'd probably say I just take this as an inducement. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a limit order at the inducement on all the counts. Depth of market is great. Nothing wrong with depth of market. Nothing wrong with depth of market. But you can, um, but you don't need it. You also don't need it. So it's gonna be a 5-minute change in state. Yeah, I use it. I just don't use it that often. I don't know. I think we're on the same page, bro. Yeah. Yeah, we're on the same page. Yeah, I'm leaning bullish too. Aaron, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't have a good depth of market software. I don't have one. The ones that I have only let me see 8 orders out, and I don't even know how to use it. But I do think it's good. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know why you're trying to convince me. I agree. I think depth of market is great. But you can see there's gonna be stop losses above all the highs and above all lows. I mean and so you can just conceptualize it, frame a market maker buy model or sell model using the actual chart. You don't need to actually have the depth of market. So yeah, I think this should be an entry for the entire day. I will put a limit order in here. Okay, sounds good. Alright, I need to turn the light on. Alright, this is a pretty nice trade. I'm just going to take it if we get it, accept the risk. You might want to go on equilibrium. Yeah, I might just put the order at equilibrium, so that's 720. So 4. Or I could just might just induce the low to make sure I get filled. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. Why is there... Okay. Let's get rid of the text, because... Alright. So I'm just inducing this low here. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, so this first hour, right? This first hour, I'm gonna be at the beginning of the stream. Here, let's get rid of this. At the beginning of the stream, I said I want to be on the charts for this first hour just in case, um, because I've seen us get a setup in this beginning 7:30 hour so much of the time. And so I honestly, this is exactly why I want to get on the charts, because I really do think I think this is pretty nice. Just nice and little inducement of this low. So, and then we'd have SMT with it. So, it honestly feels a little too easy. But we'll see. And then yeah, we'll have a RTH gap to the upside. And then this is just gonna be hopefully gonna be my entry for the day. So as always, I could just take profit here. I'm a little annoyed because apparently the Apex accounts had a limit order open overnight and they took a loss. Luckily, the daily loss limit's in place, but I mean, you might need to. It's possible that we go deep into it. Like it's possible we go down to the sniper entry. In which case, that's actually not that good because I would get stopped out. Uh, yeah, that's an issue, huh? Yeah, we definitely could go down to this to OTE. What do you guys think? Should I switch it? We'll just nah. I'm just gonna induce the low. It's fine. All right, we might about to get filled maybe. See how once again I don't know how, but the Apex accounts took a loss.
Order filled.
Order filled. Order filled.
I just got filled on all the counts, so. Okay. Alright, at this point I don't care. So, stop loss will go here. If we run this high right here, that's where I'll go break even. Alright, we just tapped equilibrium. So, we'll see. We might need to go to OTE. If so, then I'm screwed. What up, Minley? We might need to go to OTE. If we go to OTE, I'm in trouble. So whatever. Yeah, I don't know, we could go to OTE. If we go to all the way to OTE, then I'm screwed. Alright. Yeah. No, that doesn't sound stupid at all. We're gonna go to OTE. Oh my gosh, we're going to OTE. So your stop loss below 25,688. Yep. Whatever. I already took the trade. You could also just take profit here. That's fine. I'll probably do 2 to 1 there. I mean 3 to 1. We'll go break even there. I mean, if this S&T fails to hold, that's not good. The S&T might fail here. If the S&T fails, I might get out. Right? You see what I'm saying, right? We have to hold this rejection block on S&P. If it doesn't, hold, then I'll get out and I'll just have to be done for the day. Whoops. But I don't want to take unnecessary loss. You guys get me? Yeah. Yeah, if this SMT fails to hold, I'll just get out. Okay.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Order
Okay, I'm
filled.
done for the day. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The fact that the Apex accounts took a loss for no reason, that messed with my head. It's honestly very, very frustrating. I'm just very frustrated about the Apex accounts because they just all of a sudden they were just down. They were just down when I woke up this morning. They were just down a loss when I didn't take a loss. It's very frustrating. Alright. Guess I'm done for the day. I don't know. That's stupid. Is it gonna hold now? Nah, I tried my best, guys. I can't do anything other than my best. I don't know. I'm trying my best. Okay. Is this gonna hold, really? I don't think it will. I think we'll go lower. The SMT should have held. No, bro, FX Yarg. I the S&T did not hold, so that was not. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I'm preventing unnecessary extra loss because of the S&T failing, right? That's why. You're in longs, Javier? Nice. Nice. Yeah, it shifted an hour. Yeah. So this idea that's framed on the chart right now, could still play out with OTE being hit. It kind of, honestly, it kind of depends. Is there SMT with YM? There's not SMT with YM. So actually, I take that back. Oh wait, we do have SMT with YM here. Wait, we do have SMT with YM here. So once again, this actually could play out with OTE. I'm at the point, guys, where I like. So here's the thing with the Apex accounts. I either need to pass them or blow them, right? Because I have only a month to pass them, and I'm honestly not gonna pass them in a month unless I do something crazy. So, I might just YOLO the sniper model here and see if the Apex accounts pass, and then because they only got one trade left anyway, so it's like it doesn't really matter. But I have to do something with them, and then if they fail, then if it broke, then if it, yeah, guys, I might just YOLO because the Apex accounts only have one trade left, and yes, I do think that there's an exception because these are free accounts that I got. Right, and I need to basically they only got one trade left, and so it's like they're already so unlikely to pass. My only opportunity to pass these accounts, these Apex accounts, is probably to do something like this, a sniper model, where we induce this low into OTE. So honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna try this YOLO here on the Apex accounts. If we come down and we induce this low one more time, and then same thing, you can target this entire RTH gap. London low will be swept, and then a run up. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's possible. Anyway, at this point, what I'm trying to get at, guys, is at this point, these Apex accounts, they're just so unlikely to be passed. I kind of just need a Hail Mary, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm considering it, because it's just like, Yeah, I don't know, but definitely not on my other accounts. But I got these accounts for free, so I don't know. I'm considering doing some kind of Hail Mary here. I'll think about it. But I'm not. But as far as my regular trades go, I'm done. But I will keep tape reading. Apex isn't available in your country. Oh my gosh, that's so lame. Yeah, I think I might do a Hail Mary on the Apexes. Like, if we got a 15-minute IVG here, that'd be another Hail Mary type of trade that I would do. And I would go, and then we just YOLO. See if we can pass the Apexes. This could end up being an IVG. If so, this is going to be a beautiful IVG. And we still have SMT with YM here. So maybe Genesis model right here. Right? CRT. Back up. 1 minute change in state. Maybe we're tapping that. Yeah, these accounts need a Hail Mary. I think we just gotta send it. What's 1300 plus 1600?
1,300 plus 1,600 is 2,900.
Okay, so I'm gonna set the daily loss limit to 2,900. And yeah, guys, this is not going until, obviously. I am just saying, objectively, these Apex accounts, they got like less than a month to be passed, and they are nowhere close, and they are like one trade away from. So I really my only option is just to just send it, right, to do a Hail Mary type of trade. So I'm thinking we need to get this inversion here. But as far as my regular accounts, I'm done. I can't do that. I can't trade again. I just used divergence in RSI with an IVG. Yeah, man, that's clean. SMT, basically when one asset it makes a higher low and a correlated asset makes a lower low. That's SMT. So honestly, guys, if we got this inversion for value gap here, this would just be like, this might be the trade of the year. Could you imagine if we got this just giant momentum candle back up closing? Oh man, that would just make things so easy. If we did get that, it would make things so easy. It's like similar to this. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? This might be sniper model of the 15-minute. Oh, look at that. 15-minute change in state OTE tap. So that's something to consider. Yeah, man. We could get this. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Christopher. You can see, look at how YM, guys. I just want you to observe YM for a second. Look how YM's having this algorithmic displacement type of movement that looks like a buy model, right? You see how this is like creating fair value gaps and respecting and creating. YM is kind of hinting the market's in a buy model, right? YM is looking clean. Up 25 points? Dang. Let's go. Once again, guys, remember we're below every single true open. Like, every single one. We're going to form an RTH gap to the upside. Market open just might deliver us higher here. So, as far as, you know what? There might be a trade on YM, actually. This is 90-minute SMT. We might just need to anticipate this getting inversed, honestly. It's a propulsion block. Okay, let's go ahead and try this. We just gotta get a Hail Mary on the apexes. So let's just go ahead and try this. We just gotta get a Hail Mary on these. So if we tap this propulsion block, alright, this 5 minute is gonna inverse first. It's gonna front run the 15 minute. So this might actually be it's interesting. 1 minute propulsion block. What account size? What do you mean, what account size? Guys, this 15-minute IPG is gonna be so nice if we get it. That's why I'm trying to anticipate it so I can get a trade without, like, with hardly any stop loss to deal with. We're looking like we're getting a 2022 model. Apex? No, that's not. That's distance to that's not distance to drawdown. That's distance to. There's a difference. Distance to drawdown is less than that. So yeah, we're definitely getting SMT here. YM is holding both of these for value gaps. That's a crazy nice displacement candle. 5 minute inversion looks clean. once again, kind of just looking to see where's our true opens. Once again, we're below every single true open. 730. 730. 752. You see how this is a propulsion block on the 5-minute, by the way? Boom, boom. If we tap it, we could even wait for 30-second. Once again, I want to see this 15-minute inverse. Alright, the apex are about to get in on the century. Alright, we're sending this on the apexes. So we'll see if this hits. But we kind of need a Hail Mary on the apexes, I'm not going to lie. So this is not a normal trade for me at all. This is not a normal trade. No, I didn't. I'm in this. I'm in this on the apexes. We just gotta send the apexes. I'm not gonna lie. So, this is not a normal trade for me.
Order filled.
Oh man. So yeah, I basically lost the apexes. That sucks. Alright. So yeah, that's okay because I kind of needed to just get a reset with them. I can't get them reset. What I meant is they were gonna get lost anyway, so it's fine. So yeah, basically, it's okay, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, basically those Apex accounts are gone. That's really all I'm trying to say is it is what it is. But I kind of wanted to just restart normally, so it's fine. But I'm mostly upset because I don't know the drawdown on the Apex accounts. Um, I'm mostly annoyed because the whatever it's called, um, like the limit order took me out on the Apexes, and I for some reason it had me lose a whole unit of risk overnight when I did not. I guess I just left a limit order open. I don't know, and I swear I never would do that again, but I don't know. I guess it happened. So, but the daily loss limit saved me. Well, I was able to run. I got these accounts for free, so. So I theoretically have one final YOLO, but it needs to be like a perfect YOLO. Um, Theoretically, I have one final YOLO. It needs to be like literally a perfect trade. So yeah, I have one final YOLO, and that was not a normal trade that I normally take. Like I can't normally. That's not even a valid trade according to my like. That's not like not valid, but it's like it's a valid propulsion block, but it was not a normal setup that I would take. But no, I can't trade properly. That's the thing. I have to. This last one has to be a YOLO because there's no. I can't have any drawdown. You see what I mean? I can't have. So you get what I'm trying to say? This one I actually have to YOLO because there's not enough drawdown. That's gonna have to be like a super precision entry. That's what I'm trying to get at. How much is left? It's just a couple hundred on each. But yeah, basically these accounts are blown. So we're just gonna send it. We're just gonna send it. We're gonna see what happens. $6 a drawdown. I didn't say 6. This is about 200. $6 and it's done. Oh no, 200, 200. Not. I didn't say $6. I didn't say $6. I'm not cooked, bro. I might. Hey, that's why I'm saying that we're gonna YOLO these accounts this live trading session. We're gonna see, dude. Maybe I can find a Dynamis model or whatever the other one's called, First Strike, and we can get the perfect entry and there's no drawdown. Could you imagine that? Perfect entry, no drawdown, First Strike. And then we pass these apexes right now today. Could you imagine? Do 1 micros. Yeah, technically I could do that. But I mean, that's just hold and sell 1 micro. Nah, you're cooked. FX Yarg says I'm cooked. Jill's like, what happened? So these accounts I got for free. These are not real, my real accounts. But what happened is, first of all, overnight they had a limit order left open and 1600 drawdown got hit, and then we took a loss this morning. So that's what happened to that's what happened there. So that that was just a normal trade. But the loss, that limit order cooking me overnight, that was so sad. Like, that honestly messed me up this morning. I was kind of really upset about that. I swore that never would happen to me again, but yeah, this is not tilt. This is just a series of unfortunate events. And so then, since I only have 1 trade left on this, I mean, it's just so unlikely to pass it. I'm basically just what I'm doing now is I'm like, we're gonna try and YOLO these accounts by the end of the trading day today. We're gonna see if we can hit a Dynamis or a whatever the other one's called, First Strike. But yeah, these accounts are probably cooked. But this wasn't a tilt. This was just out of my control. Like, we just had to send it. We're just having to send it right now because limit order got hit out of my control. Then we took a loss. Now we're just trying to send it. That's so tilting. No. I already told you these aren't my real accounts, and I tried to. I personally don't consider it a tilt because we just the limit order messed up last night. What? I did not tilt. Maybe you're not understanding what tilt means. Tilt means that you take like 10 trades in one session. That, like, 5 trades that are not. What I did is I'm just at the point where I'm accepting these accounts are cooked, so I'm just having to send them. That's what I'm doing. So maybe you don't know what tilt means, but it's not tilting. But I'm just accepting these accounts are cooked. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just taking one last trade. There's a difference. So yeah, we might send this IPG here if we get it, and then we're just gonna have to send it here. Okay, we're gonna send it. We're gonna send it here. Doubt this works. We'll see. Oh wait, we got 5 minutes till that closes. Okay, the 3-minute inverse. So we're gonna send the 3-minute.
Order rejected.
It's not gonna let us go in with that much size. All right. Alright. We gonna send it if we hit this if we hit the BPR again.
Order rejected.
It's gonna reject that too?
Order rejected.
It's gonna let us do anything?
Order rejected.
So I guess we'll just have to mark it by. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. One micro, I can't do. You have to do at least 3. I think I should do 3 micros. All right, we'll do 3. We'll do 3. No, it needs to be a multiple of 24. So I gotta do. See, told you. So yeah, we're still gonna YOLO these accounts. We just gotta do it with smaller risk. We're cooked. We're cooked, bro. We are so cooked. So, if we get this 5-minute IPG, we're gonna cook. We're gonna send it. Alright, let's send it.
Order rejected.
What? What do you mean order rejected?
Order rejected.
What? It's the lowest risk I can even do. Alright, so you're telling me that these accounts are cooked and I can't do anything about it. It's 1 micro.
Order rejected.
Oh my. You're kidding me. Are you serious? I can't even. It's not even letting me do 1 micro.
Order rejected.
I don't know what to do. It's not letting me do 1 micro.
Order rejected.
Okay, guys, we can't do anything about these accounts. They're gone. So okay, yeah, I guess we'll refresh it.
Order rejected.
Yeah. Maybe it'll let us long ES. Let's try.
Order rejected.
Yeah, man. What? Okay, so it's not gonna let us do anything. Okay.
Order rejected.
Okay. These accounts are done. They're done. There's nothing I can do. I do think this trade is fantastic, by the way, though. Man, this I wanna enter this on the regulars. This is a really good trade. This is a really good trade. Uh, Man, I don't know. I was thinking about entering this on my real accounts, but this is not. I don't know. I feel like that's just tilting, huh? I don't know. It's obviously tilting, but it's a good trade. It's just annoying because I know this is a good trade. Whatever. Whatever. Ugh. I don't even know, man. I knew this was gonna work. You can just tell when it's actually a really good trade. Like, this is a really good trade. Dang it. But I actually did the right thing probably by not doing anything, so. Oh my gosh. I did the right thing, but I also should have taken it. It's so frustrating. Like, I know that that's going to work, right? I know this trade's going to work. Literally no drawdown. I mean, all the way from down here, I knew it was going to work. But yeah, it's better to not go on tilt. It's just frustrating, you know. It's better to not go on tilt than it is to yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm upset, yeah. But it is what it is. It's a clean 5-minute change in state. Yeah, I think we're gonna go higher like crazy right now. But there's nothing I can do. Uh, but yeah, it's better to not go on tilt than it is to. So yeah, I have to be done. So honestly, I should lock myself out of my top steps, cause yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna lock myself out of my real accounts, and yeah, I'm gonna cancel the Apex things I got. So yeah, let's go ahead and just lock myself out of the top steps, honestly. I'll get some more Apex accounts eventually, but not for a bit. Sucks because I got those for free, but you know what? It's fine. Exactly. So we're gonna lock myself out of my real accounts. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I almost took that trade, and that would have been a tilt. That would have been a real tilt, and I'm very glad I did not take it. So let's go ahead and lock out myself out of these top steps. So wait, how am I gonna lock myself out of what's going on? What happened? So okay, I'll have to explain it because it's gonna take a while. So okay, I guess we're gonna. The only thing I can do is I can't lock myself out. I can only do lock in the risk settings. So we're just gonna lock in the risk settings. What do you guys think? Okay, Kirk, I'll explain it from the very beginning. So what happened? Okay, so last night apparently there was like a limit order that got left open on the Apex accounts, and it hit the daily loss limit overnight. And I don't know how that happened because I swore that would never happen again, and I don't know what happened, but the daily loss limit got hit, and then I was down 1 unit of risk on the Apex accounts. And honestly, that wasn't like there's nothing I do that was on my control. I honestly don't know how that happened, but I was down 1 unit of risk. Then I got on the charts, took my trade, was disciplined about it. Maybe it wasn't the best trade. We're gonna journal it later, but it was a loss. I got on the charts early. Why? Because I said that I was going to be possibly watching the charts starting at 7:30 because there were basically I've seen some good setups happen at 7:30. I thought it was good. It actually did not end up playing out, and that's why I'm going to journal it. But as far as that goes, I took a loss there, and so then the Apex accounts are kind of screwed. So I was like, okay, we're just going to send it because it doesn't really matter. They're screwed anyways, and we're gonna need a Hail Mary to make up for these accounts, to make these accounts passed. And yeah, basically the Apex accounts unfortunately are done, but I did everything that was in my control. I tried my best, and I'm gonna cancel them, and then eventually I'll get some new Apex accounts. But yeah, those Apex accounts, they're kind of cooked, so it's okay. It is very much okay. But I still have my real accounts, my regular accounts. I'm gonna lock the risk settings for the day, and yeah. So I just locked top step risk settings. So locking this. And yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating. I don't really know exactly how because I swore that was never gonna happen again. But yeah, that's why I have those daily loss limits in place, so that way, even if that does happen, I only lose 1 unit of risk and not a whole account, right? That's what's nice about it. So anyway, I will get more Apex accounts eventually, but it's really not a big deal. We're mainly focused on these top steps right now. That's the main thing, is we're focused on these top steps. I'm on my way to passing them. But yeah. I'll journal the trade. Honestly, it was not nearly good enough. It was not nearly good enough. So, whatever. I mean, a good trade would have been this inversion to the upside here. This would have been good, right? If I took this and then targeting this LRLR, this would be a good trade. But yeah, just try not to go on tilt, man. It's the hardest part about trading is not tilting. So yeah, I personally I wouldn't consider that a tilt because the first thing that happened was out of my control. The second thing that happened was just a regular loss, and then the third thing that happened was just trying to make the best decision I could in the moment. So I still think we're gonna go run this now. Alright, I need to go on a walk. I need to go on a walk to kind of reset. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, I am going to cancel those Apex to make sure I don't get charged for the next month, because I need to cancel them. So, anyway guys, hopefully that made sense. It's kind of a confusing situation because a lot of different things were occurring at once. I got on the charts earlier. The thing happened overnight where I lost a unit of risk, and yeah, from your guys' perspective, it's probably pretty confusing. but yeah, we're still going. So, I mean, you're never safe from tilt. No matter how good you get in trading, this is the hardest part about trading, and the scariest part about trading is you're never safe from tilt. Like, you could have not tilted for over a year and a half. You could have not tilted for over a year and a half. And then you still go on a tilt. And it's like, yikes. Like, you could not tilt for 5 years and then go on a tilt. And so I think that's the hardest part about trading is control, the self-control to just accept that you needed to just have a reset. So anyway, it's not easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel those accounts. Make sure they're canceled. So once again, I'm still thinking we got alright, let's do some analysis here. So we had this 3-minute inversion initially. I still think that it could run us up to go to these highs. So I guess we'll just have to see. Yeah, just focus, guys. Like, you're never going to get away from the feeling of tilt. You got to basically just keep getting better at controlling it. You just gotta keep getting better. It's never gonna go away. You're never gonna be free from it. You're never gonna be free from it. You just have to keep getting better at controlling it. So, okay, here we go. So, I need to cancel these. Okay, cancel. It would be very bad if I got charged for these because these are expensive. Stop telling myself what? Oh, that you're never free from the tilt. Yeah. Yeah, you really do. You have to get to the point. You're right. You're right. You have to get to the point where you just get in your head that it's impossible. You're right, John Henry. You're absolutely right about that. Hey, this 3-minute inversion is actually failing. So yeah, we will just be tape reading the rest of the session, and I'm very chill with that. Sometimes you just have to be content with tape reading session. Sometimes it's fine to do that. Okay, and then yeah, it looks like we can't. It looks like I did cancel them. So yep, there's no active subscriptions. Okay, so maybe down the road later I'll get more Apexes, but for now I'm chilling. So let's go ahead and start looking at price action. See, just kind of like in general, just tape read. Maybe post in the Discord what ideas we could be having. Like, let's just focus on the now and understanding what we have going on. So right now, market did just open. Let's focus on the now, what we can learn. So market open, we have a giant RTH gap above, but we also we need to fill this RTH gap below as well. So somewhat trapped in between these two draws on liquidity. Yep, lock in. Even though it's tape reading, we're gonna lock in. At least I'm tape reading. You guys might be trading for real. That's perfectly fine. I mean, you guys probably didn't take any trades, so. But yeah, it's all about self-control and understanding that, like, I gotta be done. So. So yeah, we do have this RTH gap inside daily FEG and NWAG. Yeah, you can see clearly here this ended up becoming high resistant, and once again we got to be more thoughtful of this being a possibility that the market's gonna stay high resistant. This is gonna happen quite a bit. Below all key opens. Dang, okay. Yeah, we are still below every single key open. I think we will reverse at some point. So honestly, let's just try and tape read trades. I would say that's basically what I'm going to be doing today, is just try and tape read trades and that kind of thing. I like this, right? I like this. We have a 5-minute gap. We swept out the highs, and then we get this 30-second IFG / change in state. So yeah, we have this RTH gap below. We also have an RTH gap above. Once again, we are below. Where were the true opens? Oh man, it was a 2022 model to the downside. Wait, am I dumb? There's just a 2022 model to the downside. I'm dumb. What? Am I just blind? Like, why can't I see these in the moment? Right? This is obviously a 2022 model, right? Liquidity sweep. Am I just dumb? Yeah, it was high resistant. But yeah, I think that one loss max in a day rule, that's very important. I think it's very important. Just one loss, or at least one loss max per session. I think maybe per day. I don't know. I'm still deciding, but I don't know. Like, if I want to be successful long term, that's what I got to do. But unlimited break evens for and wins. Yeah, we obviously had high resistant liquidity. Um, we swept out this high. We broke this low. And then we formed a fair value gap. By the way, Kirk, what's this? Kirk, you see it? You see it? What's this, Kirk? So initial manipulation occurs below. Dang, bro. So I just suck. I just suck. I'm a noob. I'm a noob. See this? 730 got manipulated. Then 752. No. Not Vol, the other one. What remember what's the one that what Kirk? What model is the one where what has to be a flaw? Yeah, it's a skill issue. So Kirk, what is this? You see it? You think this is Vol, bro? No, 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 no. It's Vulture model, right? So, meaning we have a 2022 model. By the way, we should probably be reading price action live. Right, we swept out that low. We're breaking this high. Where's 922? So there actually was a trade right at 752. I just suck. It was... You see this, Kirk? So 2022 model. And then vulture gap here. You see how the volume balance above the 2022 gap is perfect. Yeah, it looks like you're right, Javier. Kirk, you see how this is vulture model playing out, where liquidity sweep manipulation occurs above 730, and then 2022 model. And you can short here. That's insane. Anyway, back to reviewing current price action. So it looks like we should be going to go run the liquidity now. So yeah, here's the fair value gap. This fair value is probably gonna hold. Because of displacement. Oh really? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's the first thing I should have done is check news. That's the first thing I should have done. There's no, I don't see 10 a.m. news. Man, I am such an imperfect person. I wish I was perfect. If I had just seen the 2022 model, the downside, then I would have hit probably like 4R. But instead, I thought, yeah, no. Man, the trade I took was not obvious. It is what it is. We just keep going. So yeah, the same trade I take, I only take one. Yeah. Okay, here's what I think I should do. Unlimited break-evens and wins, one loss max per New York session. Break-even and wins, one loss max per New York session. If loss not taken, is not taken during New York, then theoretically, then I'm allowed to execute a trade during London. Thanks, Jake. I'm up 618 on eval. I have to go to a doctor appointment now. Good luck. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Have a good doctor's appointment. killing it, Snowman. You're killing it. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is basically unlimited break even and win, one loss max for New York session. And if I don't take a loss, then I theoretically, if I was up during London, I could take a trade during London. This will be interesting. This 30-second IVG. Oh, I guess it's not an inversion, huh? It's on the 15-second. This will be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you can't see my screen. We got that LRLR over here. Remember that. Or at least it should be LRLR now. Yeah, you could go break even here. Man, it's slowed down. It's not a good sign for that trade. We'll see. Yo. Where's the first presented for Viagap? Was this a first strike? I swear if this was first strike, I'm gonna go crazy. Hey, that hit. That hit. TP hit. If this was first strike, I'm gonna go crazy. Nah, I don't think it was. First presented for Viagap is right here. Oh my. We're still going. Oh my gosh. This is exactly what I was expecting for today, honestly. Hey, I learned some things. I learned how I want to do the risk. So if I take unlimited break evens and wins, one loss max per New York session, and then if I don't take a loss during New York, theoretically, I am allowed to take a trade during London, copy trade across all accounts. But when I take a trade, it is always copy traded across all accounts. You think it's gonna dump? Ugh. Alright, anyway, guys, this was, I honestly learned something, so I'm not upset. Like, I learned when I'm allowed to trade London and when I'm not. I'm allowed to trade London if, theoretically, if I didn't take a loss in New York. Draws true day open. Yeah, probably. But yeah, self-control is the hardest part about trading, honestly. It really is. Oh my gosh, could you imagine taking this and then just holding it? This is exactly what I knew was going to happen, too. You guys saw me call this out live. I said... Ugh. OB, by the way, this is OB, PB, boom. You're out? You took that? Dang. Good job. You see this OBPB signature, right? And then we, boom, deliver out of it. This would be a nice 1 second trade. And you guys, I'm being serious. This is a good 1 second trade. Like, you'd be like, when do you use the 1 second chart? Like, if the volatility is on the 1 second chart, like, boom, right? Inducement into the 1 second change in state. Right here. Off a 15-minute propulsion block. So this is my Dynamis model. So we could take this and yeah. Longs did play out nicely. And yeah, inducement. Oh man, why do I have to just still be so mid at trading? Why can't I just be this good? Why can't I just take a trade like this every day? Why do I have to be mid? Why can't I just be goated and take this? Why can't I just be the GOAT of trading and take this trade? You guys realize how cool this would be? Oh, why can't I just be the GOAT? You know, oh my gosh, 32 projections. Could you imagine? Yeah, the market's perfect. Yo, what up, Medbach? How's it going, bro? Just did a tape read of this inversion, this 15-second hit 4-1. That was kind of cool. Right now, I am not trading. I took a loss this morning, and so according to my rules, I have to be done. So I'm just tape reading. But yeah, this is the hardest part about trading is self-control to do nothing. Obviously, I would have liked to take this 4-1 15-second inversion, but I could not do that. But one thing I think that's kind of cool is we had a nice. This is kind of a crazy trade, but check this out. This is proof that time and price is all fractal, right? I have a 15-second propulsion block, 1 second change in state. We go up 32 projections, inducing this low. It's like crazy. The markets never cease to blow my mind, ever, ever. So yeah, I did take a loss, and so, man, I'm not gonna lie, self-control is not easy. But yeah, I took a loss. I'm done. So yeah, look at this, 32 projections. Boom. That is just insane. Imagine taking that. Market's perfect. But yeah, I'm just sticking to one loss max a day. So unlimited break evens wins, one loss max a day, and I think it's the realest way to be able to control yourself long term, to be honest. So it sucks though, because when you lose, it's the worst feeling. But I don't know. It's just such a long term thing. It's, it's just whatever. Yeah, I gotta work on self control. I mean, I didn't do a perfect job today. Definitely didn't go on tilt, um, but I definitely could have, um, I don't know, not been so upset about the whole thing that was out of my control that happened last night, with the Apex accounts. But you know what? We just, yeah, discipline. We move on here. It's fine. W discipline. Thank you. But yeah, we just gotta be done. So, this is just crazy. Yeah, just I gotta get better at taking quality over quantity is also the other thing. 940 Dynamis, 15-second, 1 second. I've never recorded. This is crazy. I've never recorded a 15-second, 1 second trade before. But this is proof. It's just all fractal. Did they get my accounts back? Apex? Yeah, they unbanned me, so yeah. yeah, just gotta just keep going, I guess. But yeah, big lesson from today is I still gotta work on self control. I did it. I did a good job. Like I didn't take a trade on my real accounts, but I kind of messed up with the apexes, and so it's whatever. I just live and move on. Did they get your accounts back? Yeah, I got unbanned on Apex, so that's nice. But yeah, you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not perfect, but I'm definitely learning every day, and I'm definitely just getting incrementally better. And I'm a human being, and I make mistakes, but yeah, didn't tilt my real accounts, so yeah. I don't even know how else to explain it, but I'm trying my best. It's hard. Man, could you imagine we took that 30-second IPG? That would have been crazy. Alright, I gotta go on a walk, guys. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is I'm not perfect. By any means, I'm not perfect, obviously. But um every day I just get a little better, right? You guys know how much better I am at not tilting compared to I didn't tilt today, but if there was something close to a tilt, it was probably today because um, you know, I just let myself take another trade on the apexes because we just needed to get rid of them, right? But it wasn't tilt. It was just making an informed decision based off of what I should have done. But that's you know it's way better. I used to tilt like I used to go on real tilts like 10 plus trades, right? And yeah, I'm nowhere near that. So very grateful that my self control is much better than it was 8 to 10 months ago, and I'm not perfect, I'm human, but we just keep getting better. Hopefully in another 12 months or 8 to 10 months, it's going to be like absurd. It's going to be absurdly good because by then, like, you know, I'll really have that 1 loss max per day rule really set in stone. Once I take that loss, I'm done for the day. Unlimited break evens and wins, 1 loss max, and I'm done. So, but what I'm trying to say is I'm a human being. I'm a human being just like everyone else, and just gonna keep getting better. I'm never gonna be perfect, but it's about getting better at that control. So, yeah, we're just expanding right now. But yeah, we'll just take a look at what kind of happened so far today. I mean, there's just lots of great examples of opportunity throughout the session, right? We had the 2022 model here. We sweep of the high, break the low, fair value gap formed, volume imbalance, delivery lower, and then do we have any SMT with that low? But yeah, I kind of knew we were going to go higher because we were below every single true open, right? We were below 730. It just seemed like we should go higher. I'm surprised there was no SMT. You guys get what I was saying though, like just every day I'm just gonna get a little better at self-control. I don't think we had SMT with this rejection block, which is surprising. What an interesting trade here, right? I mean, I'm not saying I would catch this, but this is kind of perfect. Check this out. We're below every single true open. We're below true week open. Like, this is a really cool trade. Check this out. Two on the two out of two on the day. Dang. Just cooking, Javier. You're cooking. Yeah, today was a clean day. Just makes me mad that I'm so mid. I'm so mid at live trading, and I wish I wasn't. I don't know. Like, it's just, I can clearly see the trades. It's just only afterwards. I'm so mid. Whatever, we keep getting better. wonder why 7 projections is so much better than 8. Sometimes. It's just such an interesting, such a mystery to me. And then I wonder if like maybe like 15, 14 projections is better than 16. Yeah, you can understand that like everything is market maker models. Um, it's all just market maker models within market maker models and Turtle Soup, but that doesn't. I mean, it's you call it. Yeah, it's all just market maker models. No. It's all just AMD. It's all just AMD, but it's just a matter and market maker models. But it's like you can know that and still be mid at trading like me, unfortunately. But I try. I try. Yeah, I gotta keep working on discipline, self-control. I just keep getting a little better, but always got more room for improvement. So, man, that 30-second inversion was just so clean, so clean. Off. I mean the 15-second one. Right? Because what ended up happening is we had LRLR up on the left-hand side of the curve, and we were clearly on the right-hand side of the curve. Right? So all this is now becoming low resistance. So yeah, I guess we just got to keep getting better one day at a time. I mean, a lot of you guys are doing really well, and I'm proud of you. I'm still, I don't know, just trying to get better one day at a time. But yeah, see all this low resistant. Yeah, I gotta stop really even caring about losses. I tried my best, so. But I should not. I think I should have taken a better trade. Yeah, the trade I took was not that great. And yeah, we identified this as manipulation because it occurred below both true opens. Or every single true open actually. Yeah, exactly, BLJ. I've done so much back testing, my eyes see it, but it's not able to see it in live. And that's just the issue. Where's the manipulation? Did it get deleted? Oh, there it is. It's just so clean. This was just so clean. It was hard. No, it wasn't hard. I just couldn't take it. Otherwise, I would have taken it. It wasn't hard at all, actually. I called it live. Yeah, well, um, it's not a waste of time. It's just hard to forward test. Forward testing is hard because you have to, I don't know. There's you have to sit there and wait. I mean, there's nothing else I can do to get better at forward testing, really. I mean, yeah, you could use FX replay. I hate FX replay. It's a pain. It's just it does not feel real, like a real trading. I don't even have to go over it. I explain it in every single video why I don't like it. Oh my gosh, my eyes hurt. Maybe I shouldn't get on the charts as early as I wanted to, as early as I want to. Or maybe I just need to take more breaks. Maybe I gotta go get up, walk around. That's probably what I need to do. 9:48. Yeah, I think you just gotta get up more often and take breaks and drink water because my eyes start to hurt. But I do wanna start start the stream early, just in case there is anything like there was that one time, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna go ahead and journal the trade. Not super happy with it, but increase walking time to 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean it kind of already usually ends up being 5 minutes anyway. So it's just in case. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna review the trade that I took, right? So I'll show you guys kind of what I thought. What I thought did really actually end up happening, right? We had a gap right here. We came down, we swept out the lows into this gap. So let's go ahead and actually let's start out by pulling up the sheet here. It's like it was a half size loss. I cut it early because I wanted the SMT to hold. So right, we obviously had all these highs here. And then we have a displacement leg from here to here. And I wanted this to be just like an inducement right here. Now that might have been a little bit too much to ask for. The 2022 model still ended up working, by the way, which goes to show you should probably really have stop loss at the low. So this was a much better inducement. So nah, I would have got stopped out if I held it. I did the right thing. I don't think I did the wrong thing. I wanted to see SMT there, and we failed to hold the SMT. So alright, lots of thoughts here. First, let's actually just get out the journal here. Let's start. I'm gonna start taking notes. Lots on this one. What if we made a trade entry model where everyone else is entering on the 1 or 5 minute to make 3R? Exactly, Geek. You get it. It's all fractal, so you can take that regular entry everyone else is taking on the 1 or 5 minute and get very, very precise on the 15-second. It's 100%. Lots of thoughts on this one. So what happened is I was expecting a 2022 model because we rebalanced into the void below, sweeping out the lows into the void, and we were going to form a brand new RTH gap to the upside. Yeah, it would be. I had the right idea, but the trade I took was not nearly obvious enough. and was somewhat forced. If you feel like the trade looks too easy and not gonna lie, it probably is. Today was a perfect example. I thought we would just induce a low at equilibrium, but it was not that simple. The 2022 model held to the upside, but only after digging deep into the gap. What I was anticipating to play out did play out 100%. But the key is do not enter unless the trade is calling you. Do not look for the trade. The trade will come to you when the time is right. Stop trying to perfect them. No, bro. I disagree. These markets are perfect. If you just, I mean, going in with that, I mean, there's two opposing schools of thought. One school of thought is, you just have to always just accept losses no matter what and never learn. Like you just have to just basically just be a robot. And that's I agree with. I'm in the middle, right? One hand, I think the markets are perfect. There's always something to learn from a loss. On the other hand, you have to be accepting of losses. I'm in the middle. I'm like, on one hand, we have to be accepting of losses. We can't sit there and like we gotta be accepting, but we also gotta learn. There's two schools of thoughts. You gotta combine both of them. I think the market's perfect. I really do. I think you gotta learn from your trades, but also the market's perfect. And I think that you really can get crazy precision. It's just a matter of continuing to improve. It's my opinion. So I that's just what I think. So, okay, bro. And the thing is, I hate journaling too. I mean, it's not always that easy. Don't forget about manual intervention, bro. They make the market imperfect. Yeah. Like if someone just market sells a billion or well, what I mean by that is like it's perfectly controlled. Like if you throw a rock in the ocean, like what you're saying is like let's say I threw a boulder in the ocean. Temporarily, it's gonna create those ripples, but over time it's gonna go back to being a flat ocean, right? That's how the market is. Like if I try and throw if I try and throw that boulder in, which is manual intervention, it's gonna shake things up and then it's gonna slowly trickle back to the flow. You know what I mean? Your emotional state right now does not allow you to take one trade a day and enter on seconds time frame. Okay, but what's like why do you say that? Because it's totally possible. I just got to keep working at it. I mean, if it's a high probability trade, I do think you can. I do think you can. Appreciate your feedback, but I do think you can get that precise and go enter on the seconds time frame as long as it's as long as this trade is screaming your name. So I was probably gonna target 3R, and the reason I'm giving this post trade rejection is because I forced it. Right? The reason I'm giving this a post trade rejection, a post trade rejection, is because it was a forced trade that I created. I needed to be more patient than this. As long as the setup calls your name and as long as you wait for time and price to align, time frame doesn't matter. The issue is waiting for time and price to align. That's the thing. Why are you taking so many trades? Because because the reason is, like I was trying to explain, there's two schools of thought. One school of thought is like, oh, we should just take our losses again. I don't personally believe in that. I think the market's always right, and if I take a loss, that means there's something to learn for it. Besides, if it's like what BLJ said, if there's manual intervention where someone just slams a crazy order, that's different. But for the most part, 98, 99% of the time, the market, it's going to do what it's going to do for a very specific reason. And the more you backtest, the more you'll realize this. Maybe it's just because I have more backtesting hours, like, because I have quite a bit of backtesting hours. But when you dig deep, there's always a reason for why. So the reason there's so many thumbs down for why I won't take it again is because I know if I take a loss, the market is always right, besides for those manual intervention things, right? So this was, I tried to take this as a 2022 model, and yeah, once again, I forced it, right? I forced it. Now, theoretically, this 2022 model actually did work, right? This 2022 model actually did work. You can see now it's at 2R, but you would have had to have your stop loss at the low. So, theoretically, this 2022 model did actually work, but you would have had to have your stop loss at the low. Still, I don't think it was obvious enough, and I should have been more patient. I mean, I do take that's what the difference between these two columns. If it's a post-trade approval, that means it was a good trade. That means it was a good trade. But taking again is different. Like, you have to understand, taking again is a very personal thing. I want to fine-tune my trading to be like the sharpest blade in the tool shed. I want to become one of the greatest traders. Like, I'm not like everyone else. I want to become one of the greatest traders. And because of that, I have to be picky. I have to be picky. I'm not going to just settle. I want to be very, very precise. And I know these markets are very, very precise, and I know I can get there. And that's the difference between me and most other people. And I get, like, well, everything you're saying is it's just not the school of thought that I really fall under. I think that the market's always right. But I get what you're saying. Like, there's two schools of thought, like I said. I agree with both, but I lean towards probably that the market is like you being ignorant to the market and not looking at your loss and saying, okay, why did it actually lose, and just saying, oh, it was a good trade. I'm not gonna just sit there and and be in ignorance when the market clearly told me itself. The market's always right. The market, if I get stopped out, the market, it knows more than me. There's a reason. I gotta go into the market, back test, figure out why, right? And I disagree with all these people saying otherwise. Oh, I was wondering. I was wondering. I was like, you sound like Gary, bro. You sound like Gary. I was like, you sound like Gary, bro. That's funny. Um, so yeah, once again, if it feels too easy, it probably is. But yeah. And the reason I liked this initially was because we were below every single true open. We were below 730, right? We were below 730. We're below 752. I mean, guys, I'm fine. I'm just gonna keep doing me. I'm not gonna go out. I know how to trade. I mean, I've back tested. I know what these markets do. I'm not. I'm just gonna keep showing up. That's really all. And keep getting better. Okay, well, that's just not really the school of thought that I really fall under with trading, is the thing. CRT is just not MMXM. It's all the same. Quarterly theory, market maker models, CRT. They're like, this is a CRT. Uh, well, on the lower time frame it probably is, but because I guess we don't sweep out the candle low here. But what I mean to say is, like, yeah, CRT is a confluence for market maker models. That's what it is. So once again, was this an obvious trade? No, this wasn't. So I should not have taken it. It was forced. You see what I'm saying though? Like, it wasn't like screaming. It was forced. So, 820. Wait, are you trying to study the market or are you trying to make a lot of money from trading? Both. To be fair, that was an obvious trade. You think? I don't think so. Yeah, you can see that the 5-minute sweet spot was what ended up holding. This was the 5-minute sniper model. Yeah, the inducement was down here into the 5-minute sniper entry. But what I'm trying to say is the market's always right, guys. So yeah. $8.20. What time was this? On the 5-minute. Alright. We're almost done. Oh, I forgot to put the little note that I got out early because of the SMT. Um, okay. So what's the plan to improve so that this does not happen again? Um, it's a great question. That is a very important question. Um, what happened today is I went into the market with the mindset of so today was the first day that I opened up the charts at 7:30 instead of 8:30, and I did so because yesterday and many times before we'll get even today actually we got a setup at 7:40 752. It was right. It was a 2022 model. It was what I was looking for, just the opposite direction. And so we will get a setup that forms a lot of time at 752. And the lesson is don't force it, right? I obviously I'm not going to be perfect, but the lesson is don't force it, right? This one to the downside was much more obvious. This was the one that happened. That was the one that I was probably meaning to take that I messed up, but like conceptualize like what is really going on right here. This was high resistant. So anyway, I'm never going to be perfect. I don't think that I can't be too upset. Like I did my best, but I think the main thing is just look for something more obvious, right? This to the downside is a lot more obvious, right? This is the one I was referring to. Liquidity sweep right here. Liquidity sweep. This one's more obvious. Where is it? Liquidity sweep, break of this low right here, or just displacement. Either one. You can call it either. Yo, my brother-in-law just showed me your channel. Madness, you are the GOAT. Oh, thanks, bro. Working on it. But yeah, right? This was the trade that I was looking for. So the lesson so it doesn't happen again is I need to be more patient to wait for something that's actually truly obvious. That's really the lesson. And that comes down to a patience thing. It's not really a trading thing. It's more of an internal battle, you could say, right? But this is a way more obvious 2022 model in line with high resistant liquidity, right? Liquidity sweep, break of this low, fair value gap. We actually rebalance the equilibrium, and then we go down 4 projections at least. So the key is just wait for something obvious. And I'd measure the projections out like from where we entered, so like that, boom. But actually, you could probably do it. And by the way, guys, remember what I always say about volume imbalance above a 2022 gap is going to be very sensitive. Remember what I always say? Define truly obvious. Yeah, it's a good point. I don't know how you can define it other than the trade has to come to you. It can't be the other way around. It's not easy. But even if you do mess up, just realize that that's okay. Messing up is inherently part of trading. Messing up is inherently part of trading, and there's no way around it. You're gonna mess up. Have risk management. Just keep going. Just keep going. But yeah, you see how the volume balance at the top of the 2022 gap is the most sensitive? Kirk and I named that the vulture gap. Clean. Define how it comes to you. It's a good question. You really do have to get into the details with that, huh? It's mostly just like it's a patience thing. It comes back to patience, like self-control. It comes back to self-control. That's what I would say. But yeah, this is much more obvious. Do you see how this is much more obvious? And it was also, by the way, 730 was manipulated. See that? 730 was manipulated. And then 752 was manipulated right here. Do you see how both these time levels were manipulated? So this is way, way more obvious. This is why I wanted to get on the charts starting at 730. At least have the charts open in case we did get something like this. And then bang, straight down. Probability over knowledge. Exactly. You just gotta accept you're gonna be wrong, guys. Accept it. Like, I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna show up again, and then I'm gonna show up again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. As long as you keep showing up, incrementally getting better. And not over trading and not spiraling and not tilting, like eventually you're gonna start hitting one. You're gonna hit one, and then you're gonna hit another one, then you're gonna hit another one, and then slowly you're gonna hit more and more and more and more and more, and then bang, now you're making tons of money, right? But there really is a level of self-control you need to have. Like, you gotta be able to say, okay, am I making this trade up? Am I making this trade into a trade? Is this a real trade? Is this obvious? Or am I basically creating it because I want to see it? That's something that I really got to work on. By the way, guys, check out the suspension block here. Like, what you guys know suspension blocks are? When you have a volume imbalance on either side of a candle. Suspension block right there. Exactly. But look how sensitive that suspension block was. That's crazy. I think, like I said, like most of you guys have been saying, my main thing is just getting the forward testing hours in. It's not easy. Not easy. Okay, Reflect IQ. And then post it on Twitter, and then we'll be done. So, okay, yeah, it's a little half size loss. So what, like, I think it's like minus 110, or like minus, like, let's do like minus. I think it was like minus 120. But that's not how much money I lost. That's standardized from my prop accounts. I didn't lose 120 bucks. Then, yeah, just 2022. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate all you guys. I think there's been a lot of new subscribers recently, which has been cool. Would you agree with a start off capital of 2K? I would just do prop firms to start out. I mean, you could. It depends on how much conviction you have, but to start out, just keep working props, and then once you're consistently getting payouts on props, at that point, you could definitely consider starting personal. But you know, better safe than sorry. It sucks to lose like $2,000 of your own money versus if you could just buy a prop challenge and then all you lose is the fee for the prop challenge, right? Okay. All right, there we go. It got put in. Everyone, go follow me on Twitter. I need followers on Twitter. And yeah, we're just gonna post this real quick. 0 out of 1 today. Half size loss. Loss kind of forced it. We move on. Trading is about yeah, guys, I need followers on Twitter so bad. It's so bad. Everyone's way. I don't even know. I don't even know how to get followers on Twitter. I'll never figure out how to get followers on Twitter. I just keep doing YouTube. I like YouTube. Your talent just amazes me. I'll be a long-term follower. Mad respect. Dude, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, talent's mostly in the back testing right now. I still got to turn it into forward testing. There really is a difference. There's a disconnect, but we keep showing up. We keep trying. We keep showing up. We keep trying. All right, let's go ahead and post this. And yeah, no, you're not distracting me at all. But yeah, hopefully you guys, everyone go like my tweet. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Lesson from today, biggest lesson from today. The trade needs to come to you. No creating trades out of nothing. Right? No creating trades out of nothing. I'm going to write that in my phone right now. No creating trades out of nothing. The trade needs to come to you. That's the lesson from today. The trade needs to come to you. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for all you guys' support. Appreciate all you guys. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.